Toulouse a little later. Right now, it's Toulon and Munster, former champions, go head-to-head in Pool 2 of the Investec Champions Cup. It's a pool that is wide open. Big test for this Munster 8. And they lock it out, and Casey has a comfortable pick at the back of that scrum. And they have the opportunity through Calvin Nash, and Nash is away, and then it's on to Farrell with the feed. The scrum half with plenty of time. Ignacio Brex in midfield. That's a second error from Brex with ball in hand. And it's worth noting because you could go a whole season without Brex making that number of errors. Struck it well, flags go up. Munster get the first points on the board, and those that have travelled. Ribbons takes it 2 meters short. White will dig it out. Taken up by Senzel. Munster, Tyke Byrne is in there, but he's in there illegally. Got a hold of White and the ball. Referee sticks out an arm. Mercer digs it out, and that one will be picked off by Daly, but back will go. And a yellow card for Tyke Byrne. Got a yellow card against Bath in round 1. Sinclair, Gros, Bobini go after Alatoa, Barron and Lockman, who lock it out, and Mercer decides he's not going to hang around. Off the back of that scrum, White, remember they have the advantages. 15 against 14, Ludlam held up and in fact driven back. Terrific Munster, scrapping, fighting for every moment, for every inch. But Toulon, wave after wave of attack, and eventually the pressure is too much for Munster's defence to bear. Marius Dumont finds the space that he knew was there.
Backs himself, he could have thrown it to the wing. He doesn't. Remember that Toulon Academy, been around. Just ran out of steam, Munster.
Good competition, but in the end we'll see the end of a first half that won't live long in the memory banks in terms of a cracking contest, but it is evenly poised. Ludlam the latest to carry it up. Here's White. Albornoz is skipped. It goes to Senzel. Dragged down by Coombs, who's lazy getting away from the Toulon side, but gets away from it. White once more. Building once again. Toulon through Abide. Jean-Baptiste Gros. And White once more. Munster continuing to put in the tackles. Had to let Albornoz go to ground. Needs it. Hit the ground, which meant tackle complete. White and Mercer. Munster have taken the sting out of this attack for the moment at least. Here's Ludlam, who's looking to reinvigorate a bit of pace into it. White saw a gap, not particularly well managed at the breakdown, and White picks Munster off. 14-man Munster, unfortunately from their perspective, not able to hold off that black wave.
Forget about that, get himself into the right position, into pillar or 10, whatever you want to call it, in the defensive side, and Ben White recognised where exactly he was, and the lovely right foot step, and he gets in. That was just a lapse in concentration by Alatoa.
Dumont adds the additional 2.
Set.
Some big men on the bench for Toulon as Priso looks on. He's going to join the game shortly, but Munster find themselves up on the Toulon 22. That hasn't happened that often. Now that they're here, then they come away with something. Yes, they can! Nash with the finish. Back to 15 and straight into 5th gear.
And in the corner, brilliant play. And Munster, they usually score within 2 or 3 phases, and they've done the same again. Lovely execution. You talk about the skill set of Toulon, hasn't been great today, but
on its way, flags go up. Exactly what the doctor ordered from Jack Crowley. Munster's defence, though, forcing Toulon back. Brex plays first receiver, and it's popped on by Sinclair to the new man, Munster though. In after the breakdown, where's the ball? Everybody's having a little look at it. Referee included, and White's told go get it, which he does. Accuracy not there, but it finds its way to Dreon, and he'll try and do it on his own. All about the bounce of the ball, and it favours the home side man. Gael Dreon, little moment of magic. And Munster concede try number 3. Fought hard to get back in this, they're going to have to fight hard again.
Putting it up, Gael Dreon. That's why he was drafted into the 2025 Six Nations squad, because of his quality. And look at that, the bounce of the ball, the rugby ball, we all know it can go any which way. What way does it go? Straight into the hands of Dreon. But a lovely chip, chase and gather. That's a bit of a dagger to the Munster heart after coming back with that beautiful try themselves.
Ignoni delighted. Executed brilliantly, Dreon. The difference on that occasion all on his own. It's definitely a little looser as Mercer combines with Albornoz, and Toulon have a bonus point try in their thoughts. Munster down a player over on that far side, and Clay is going to stop. I think it's Calvin Nash. Not quite sure what the scrum half was seeing, but he puts his team under a bit of pressure as Craig Casey looks to do it quickly, doesn't go back the required distance, that is. Open side for Toulon. Tyburn trying to disrupt, and he did enough to turn it over. Wasn't clean, but it was good from Byrne. Exactly what Munster required, and now they have the opportunity to try and exploit the extra man, and Daly's out wide, and across come a couple of tacklers, including Dreon, but Munster still have it. Huge moment in this match. 13 minutes left on the clock. Munster looking for a try. Advantage being played. Surely it's going to come. Crowley cross field. Back inside it goes. O'Donoghue slips, but does enough.
18.
Jack O'Donoghue.
I've got it. 18.
Takes advantage.
18.
And Munster.
O'Donoghue picks himself up off the ground and reaches out, and that is Munster's lifeline, Rail.
It sure is. Olivon, in all of that, has received a yellow card.
Munster up, another try-scoring opportunity.
Inside.
Not able to secure their own possession, but that doesn't mean it's over just yet, as Casey and Munster sweep up after Toulon are guilty of making a mistake and not dealing with possession. Still on the Toulon 22, Munster.
I agree.
Move forward, 14-man Toulon, defend, space on the outside, Nankiville steps back inside, on he goes, Farrell's there! Oh, Munster in this competition, it's never done, it's never ever done. Farrell in, third try.
Hanrahan. And then it's coming back against the green. And Nankiville, who has a lovely right foot step, big fend off, and Tom Farrell.
It's not the game, but it might have a big say in it. And Metla, the one to carry, and then Priso.
Tackle!
Munster trying to hold him up, and
Taking the space.
Oh, that is a call. That is a call from Carl Dixon. It's good. Flags go up. 2 points in Toulon's favour. Albornoz can see it. Albornoz feels he can do it on his own, but he's been held up. And that heroic defence from Munster at the final whistle will be enough to secure a losing bonus point and deny Toulon a 4-try bonus point.
No advantage.
That is the end of that.